Hey there, Northeast Wisconsin. It's Mike Gallagher, and I just wanted to take some time on behalf of my family, my volunteers, and everyone involved with this campaign to say thank you to the phenomenal, talented people of Northeast Wisconsin for sending me back to Congress for another 2 years to fight for them. There's no question that this election night has looked different than most. We're not having our big celebration party because the last year has looked unusual, and we've been through some very difficult times as a community, as a state, as a country, but I'm confident that we will get through them. We will get through them stronger than ever, as Americans always have when confronted with a crisis. And even though we're not having a big party, Election Day is still a special day. It's a day when every individual citizen is as powerful as the president, as powerful as kings used to be in the past. And it's a day that reminds us of how lucky we are to be Americans, where we, the people, are in charge. When I was in the Marine Corps, I served in some countries where, that wasn't the case, where, people literally risked their lives to be able to vote, where if you're a member of the wrong party or the wrong religion, you could be killed just trying to have a say in the future of your government. And so I know it's easy to take for granted the freedoms we have here in America, but we can't. We have to continually be thankful for the privilege of being an American citizen and do our part as citizens, Republicans, Democrats, Independents, to make sure that we continue to pass on this gift that we've been given to the next generation. As I look back on this campaign, I'm incredibly proud that we ran a purely positive campaign, a campaign focused on the issues, a campaign focused on how we can help Wisconsin families and businesses. There are certainly challenges that remain facing our nation. Coronavirus, the economic uncertainty caused by coronavirus, the increase in political polarization. But I would contend that, Americans and Wisconsinites in particular always rise to these challenges, and I'm confident that we can emerge from this as a stronger community. So campaigns can be negative, they can be hard fought, but they should end with us coming together as a country and thinking about how can we do our part to, make this country a little bit more perfect than how we found it. And that's the spirit I hope we find ourselves operating with in the coming days. That's the Northeast Wisconsin spirit. We work hard and we work together. And sure, we have disagreements. Sure, we may not see eye to eye all the time politically, but we treat our neighbors with respect because at the end of the day, we're all Americans. And that should unite us, particularly at a time when we know we have massive external challenges, whether it's from communist China or the coronavirus pandemic. And so I just really hope that we can all take this time to come together, and even where maybe we didn't win this particular election or that, we still step back and realize that, hey, it's still America. We can still dust ourselves off and get back to it. And when the next election comes around, we'll have an opportunity to vote. We'll have an opportunity to make arguments on behalf of our preferred candidate. And we'll have an opportunity to really determine what direction we want the country to go in. And that's what it's all about. And that has taken on a new significance for me since my wife Ann and I were lucky enough to welcome our beautiful daughter Grace into this world 4 months ago. And we're doing our best to raise her, with those Northeast Wisconsin values. And we just want her to have the same opportunities we had. We want her to have the blessing of growing up in Northeast Wisconsin, the greatest place in the country to raise a family, a strong community. And I want her to grow up in a country where she feels proud to be an American citizen, a citizen of the greatest country on the history of the world. And as long as I represent you in Congress, I will fight with every fiber of my being to make sure that we can always say that this is the greatest country in the history of the world, that our flag still waves over a free land of brave people, and that when we hear that national anthem, we get chills down our spine because it reminds us of how lucky we are to be Americans. So God bless America, and thank you, Northeast Wisconsin, for this honor, for this privilege of representing you in Congress for 2 more years.